In a world full of tech and fancy coffee machines, some might call me a Philistine. I'm okay with that, because when the results are this good, you shouldn't argue with your taste buds. You've got 10,000 of the little beauties, so listen to them. In my opinion, this is the ultimate way to brew coffee. Welcome to the French press revolution. So, to brew the ultimate French press, you're going to need a few fundamentals. You're going to need delicious coffee. You are only as good as your ingredients, so the coffee needs to be delicious. You're going to need good, clean, soft water. You need a kettle, French press, set of scales, a grinder. Doesn't have to be a hand grinder, can be an electric grinder, and 2 dessert spoons, and also a tiny bit of patience. To get the best results for any brew, you're going to need a recipe. Our recipe is 50 grams of coffee to 800 grams of water. We're going to follow a process over the next 10 minutes to create a great brew. So basically, to start off, delicious coffee is imperative. You want to weigh out 50 grams. So 50 grams of coffee you want to pop into your grinder. And we want to grind. Coffee is definitely a ceremony, and I know that takes quite a little time to grind, but trust me, the end results from grinding whole bean will just elevate your brew to the next level. Next step, take your French press, pop it on the scales, tear the scales off, add your 50 grams of coffee. Tear the scales off again, we're back at 0, now we want to brew. So 50 grams of coffee to 800 grams of water. We want to pour into the cafetière and make sure we saturate the grounds as quickly as possible. And this is where the patience comes in. Set a timer to 4 minutes. So, 4 minutes is up, and what you will see on the top of the cafetière, if it's done right, French press, is you will see a crust has formed. That means the water has done its thing, it's extracted as much as it can out of the coffee. This is an immersion brew, so the water is going to be in full contact with the coffee for the whole brewing time. What we need to do now is we need to knock down that foam and then scoop it away. This might seem a little bit ridiculous, but trust me, it makes the brew so much better. Pop it to one side, and this is where you need a little bit more patience. Set your timer for 6 minutes. So, 6 minutes has passed. I can smell it, it smells absolutely delicious, and now we're ready to pour. So, on an angle, nice and steady, you want to just pour the coffee into the mug. And oh my word, you might be thinking, this dude has not put a top on the cafetière. He hasn't put the plunger on. What's he doing? Well, the reason behind that is you do not want to put the plunger back on, because all you're going to do is push that down, redistribute the grinds, it's going to start extracting again, and that is not what we want. What we want is a good, clean, sediment-free cup of coffee. Leaving the lid off and just pouring it nice and gently, you will see that the sediment will just stay at the bottom of the coffee. And now what we've got is a super clean, complex cup of coffee. Oh my God, that is delicious. And that's how you do it. French press revolution is here.